Hi guys, and welcome to today's tutorial. I am Sonia Chandler with Socks on a Rooster, and we're going to put IOD transfers today on this glass window. This is a salvaged window that I got. I cleaned it very well with Windex, and then right before we put on our transfers, we're just going to take a little bit of alcohol and clean it, just the panes again. But right now I'm arranging. And I trim back my white paper as far back as I can because I can better look and arrange when it's tighter and closer to the actual size. So I just really trim back my papers because you can't lay those transfers down without that white paper on there until you're ready to go. So there I am putting some alcohol down and let it dry, and then you're going to place that down, and really that's going to stick right away. That's why you can't arrange those with it like that. But you do have to press that film off of that carrier paper. And if you haven't done transfers before, it just takes a little bit of pressing and finessing and lifting that very first corner. And so you're going to slowly work from one corner and press it. Sometimes you can pull it up like that. And if you're having a spot that won't release off of that carrier paper, you can kind of press it while it's suspended, not quite on the glass, and it will sometimes let go that way, and then you can lay it back down. But the secret is to go slow and press and work your way. Train your eye to go across that entire transfer image, and just make sure that you're making a clear clean release of that. And when you get to the end, that paper wants to pop off, so be real careful towards that last one. Then I will press down and make sure that there's a clean adhesion adhesive quality to the whole transfer. There's no edges sticking up. And then here I am here just trying to lay this down. Now I've already laid that down and wanted to rearrange it in that corner and it really wouldn't let me pick it back up. So I just went with it like that rather than tear it or rip it. And you can do that with your transfer if you have it catch. So gently, again, start at the corner and you're gonna peel one edge up and start going across the entire thing. And it's just like a strip of tape. You're gonna go in that direction, like pulling up a piece of painter's tape. And it transfers very well to glass. I would say it transfers better to glass than it does to raw wood. If your raw wood is very slick and sanded and wiped down, it does fine. But the glass, as soon as you lay your transfer down, it wants to, it wants to stay there. So again, you're just releasing that film of that transfer image off of that carrier paper. And I cleaned this window probably 3 times over with Windex first. It was a little bit crusty and dusty and an old salvaged window, and I did that before I did, and then additionally I'll go in and just wipe that one more time with alcohol just to really get a clean transfer on there. And you can just play with these little scenes. If you have a window that has several different window panes like this, it's a great opportunity to use any transfer on them because you can create little scenes or little windows, little stories within each one. And it's a wonderful way to group together many of one style of transfer, whether that be a Christmas one or just a regular everyday one for you, such as the brocante the new one. There's lots of images in that one that would be great in a window pane as well, like this. But I just worked my way through every pane, and all 6 of these panes came off clearly, and they did beautifully. So no problem with any sort of transfer. And if you have any questions about this part, just ask them in the comments and I'll be happy to get back with you. But I decided that this really needed some element of snow in the corners or something. And I opted for a frosted product that is actually permanent, unless of course you're going to, take it off forever, and then you can use a paint remover. But it's a frosted glass spray that you would use in a home. And this is how I did it. I wasn't able to show you on the window. I had already finished it and carried it away, but this is it. It's by Rust-Oleum. It's called Frosted Glass. You can use it on your windows for your bathroom, whatever it may be. And I just took an 8x10 piece of paper, cardstock here, and I just made a template, and I freehanded this. This is, you do not have to be, but you kind of lay it in your window pane or your the shape of where your glass is, and you're just gonna kind of, I took a pencil and just sort of traced what would look like if frost or, fog was starting. And then I sprayed. You'll need to spray this outside in the garage or in a ventilated area. And then you can flip your paper and you can do all 4 corners with just one 8x10 cutout. And then you're just going to flip those, and they're going to all run together. And if you need to, you're just going to do a light spray. And I did 2 coats and it worked beautifully. And you can see here in the corners that it just looks like it's fogging up, or it's definitely icy outside. And it did add a beautiful effect. And I think it will even help with keeping my transfers down, if that should even be a problem. But I was really happy with the outcome. And I think it'd be a great project to try on other items as well, with other transfers. Thanks for watching.